y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Misty, and this channel's name, of course, is Speculative Magpie. And today we're going to do kind of like a combo video. We're going to do a NightWorms kind of sort of unboxing. I've already unboxed it. And we're going to do a book review combined. Now, I really enjoy NightWorms. That's the book subscription box that I'm part of. You get like a couple of books and then a goodie bag, which usually has stickers, bookmarks, a coffee, a tea, or a hot cocoa, that kind of thing. It's just fun, and it's horror centered, and it's indie horror centered. So I really get to read a lot of books that I probably wouldn't come in my radar, which is one of the reasons why I like NightWorms so much, is because it's indie based. So I get to see all these authors and get these really cool books and things like that. So, which is why when I got the March NightWorms, I was kind of disappointed, y'all. Because I've already opened everything. I had two books. One was a paperback, one was a hardback, and then a really small goodie bag had like 2 bookmarks, cocoa thing, and that was pretty much it. It was a disappointing NightWorms thing. And the reason why I think it was so disappointing is we didn't get indie books this time. I got, like I said, a hardback and a paperback. Now, and another reason why I'm combining this is because I'm going to do a short review of the paperback book that I've already read. And the paperback book is all over BookTube right now. And it is Later by Stephen King. And yeah. And then the other book I got is The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. Now, I guess I'm kind of a snob because I was disappointed to find a Stephen King and a Reese, God, what's her name? Witherspoon, the actress, book club in a NightWorms package. I was actually kind of upset about that. And I figured probably the reason why we didn't get so many goodies this time around was because they spent all their money getting these books in there. So yeah, I was kind of a snob, but Sanatorium does sound good. It sounds more like a thriller to me than anything, which I don't have a problem with. I like thrillers. I read thrillers. Don't know when I'll be reading this one. Might be soon. But it is autographed, so that's cool. Well, kind of autographed. They do these stickers now, because I guess it's easier for them just to sign the pages instead of actually signing the books. And then Stephen King's Later. Now, I am going to really quickly do a spoiler-free review of this book. But I'll read you the back, and then we'll talk about it real quick, okay? You can stop here if you want, because seriously, like 20,000 other people are going to do better reviews than what I'm going to do. So it's just really quick, my thoughts on it, and we're not really going to talk about it much. All right, sometimes growing up means facing your demons. The son of a struggling single mother, Jamie Conklin just wants an ordinary childhood. But Jamie is no ordinary child, born with an unnatural ability his mom urges him to keep secret. Jamie can see what no one else can see and learn what no one else can learn. But the cost of using his ability is higher than Jamie can imagine. as he discovers when an NYPD detective draws him into the pursuit of a killer who has threatened to strike from beyond the grave. Later is Stephen King at his finest, a terrifying and touching story of innocence lost and the trials that test our senses of right and wrong, with echoes of King's classic novel It. Later is a powerful, haunting, unforgettable exploration of what it takes to stand up to evil in all the faces it wears. So I kind of had to eat crow. I was snobby and a bit pissed off about the NightWorms thing, but I enjoyed Later. I really did. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoy King. I am not a constant creator. Do I like everything he writes? Most definitely not. But I did enjoy this. This one was a crime thriller with some supernatural elements, which is kind of my jam. I like that. Jamie is about 22 when he's telling his story. Later is a play on words. He uses the word throughout the book to kind of describe, in kind of this weird foreshadowing way, he'll like say something and then he'll be like, but we'll get to that later. Because he's going back and telling the story. And I really enjoyed the characters in here. Jamie was very interesting. We learn about him from 8 when he's kind of an affluent little boy whose mother runs a literary agency, and he's like goes to like, you know, private school, lives in a nice house and everything. But this is set in the early 2000s when, you know, his mother was taken advantage of by a Ponzi scheme, and they pretty much lose everything, and she has to build that up. And his mother is involved with a relationship with a detective. Her name is Elizabeth Dutton. They go by Liz through most in here. And she's bad. She's a crooked cop. I mean, that's who's on the cover. You can just... She doesn't seem like a nice person. I don't like her, but I did feel sorry for her. She has a drug addiction that plays pretty much throughout most of the book, and she's basically a bad person. She takes advantage of Jamie right and left. But technically so does Jamie's mom, Tia. You know, she tells Jamie, don't tell anybody about, you know, your ability, but then she goes and tells everybody. And I just really enjoyed it. Jamie gets caught up in a lot of stuff that being a kid, you know, you kind of do what adults tell you, and he gets, you know, taken advantage of, and unfortunately he has to suffer some bad consequences. And there are some references in here to the story It. They're light references, but you know, you recognize them if you've read It. And I kind of enjoyed it. The last 3 pages of the book, I was like, I mean, it didn't shock me. I'm not going to tell you the twist ending. He kind of M. Night Shyamalan's you, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from? But, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's Stephen King. I mean, he's done that before, and it's not really that shocking anymore. I'm sorry. It's just like, well, okay, that's weird. That's suspicious. That's weird. But, yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars out of, you know, the recent King books I've read. It's all right. I'm definitely going to pick up, Joyland. Is that it? Yeah, Joyland, because, there's like a chapter in the back here, and I read it and it seems interesting. Admittedly, I stayed away from Joyland because the cover is kind of like this, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like something I want to read. But I'm definitely going to pick it up. This one was fun. Is it a good one? Yeah, I thought it was. I liked it. Yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I like the characters. Even Liz, I mean, I thought she was pretty good as a crooked cop, bad guy kind of thing. So yeah, that's my thing for NightWorms and the book review. I'll probably read this eventually. I don't know, maybe I can join one of those mommy groups and talk about it. We'll see. Right now I'm reading Dean Koontz's The Fun House. I like a lot of his early work, so I'm definitely going to be reading that one and do a review on it soon. So thank you for coming so we can talk about some books and things. My name is Misty, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.